Aren't these sunflowers absolutely gorgeous? It's hard not to be happy around them. But what happens if you grow a plant successfully this year and you want to continue to grow it year after year? Well, you can collect the seed. And I'm going to show you a few easy ways to do that. Saving the seed of sunflower can be simplicity itself. Just wait for the flowers to die off a little bit and when the seed's starting to look ripe. I harvested these about a week ago and stored them in the shed just to dry out. So the seeds should come out quite nicely. Now once you've got enough seed, just get yourself a brown paper bag and put a couple of handfuls in there. Now it's a good idea to write what they are on the side and the date you harvested them. And then just seal up the paper bag, put it in a dry spot, and it's ready to plant next season. When you start saving seed, it's a good idea to start with plants that are easy. In my own garden, it's things like lettuce, oregano, sage, and of course, parsley. There's an old saying, choose the first seed, choose the last seed, and choose the best seed. You choose the first and the last seeds because they ripen evenly, and you usually get good seed. You choose the best, well, because it's the best. But what you're really looking for is good genetics. Plants that are doing what you want them to do, having big leaves, nice flowers, or good fruit. Now, how do you know when your seed is ready? Well, if you look at this flower head here, the seed is small, hasn't formed properly, so not quite ready. But this one over here is showing signs of good seed development. This could probably stay on for another week, but I'm going to harvest it and put it in a paper bag. That way, it can dry out and ripen, ready to be planted later. Collecting seed off fruiting plants like capsicum or this ROCOTO chili here is fairly easy as well. You just need to pick the fruit when it's ripe, store it somewhere till it's dried out. Once the fruit's dried out, the seed are ready, you can scrape them out and store them. But collecting seed on things like a tomato can be a little bit more involved. Have a look at this. I had the best crop of tomatoes last season. They were big, juicy, and absolutely beautiful. And I want that again. So I'm gonna save the seed from these. Now, if you have a look at this, you might go, oh, that's gross. But this is essential because tomato seed has a growth inhibitor surrounding it, and that's broken down with the fermentation or rotting process. As I said, it's a little bit more involved. To speed up the fermentation process, all I'm going to do is cut up the tomato and then smoosh it into a jar. I'm going to leave that for about a week because it's already started rotting down. If this was a fresh tomato, I'd probably leave it for 2 to 3 weeks. And then after that, I'll pour it into a sieve or a colander and separate the flesh from the seeds, wash them off, then dry the seed out and store them. That way, I can continue to enjoy these tomatoes season after season. See, you can do it. Whether it's a sunflower or a tomato, you can save your own seed.